The other night, there was trespassing. That was when they first came. Officer Grumpy full on said, I need hard evidence. Hard evidence. Even though I saw them pass through a light. I tracked the sound of that four-wheeler going all the way across and back into my neighbor's yard. I tracked it. For over 20 years, putting pieces together of what makes sense, what doesn't. These drones, I'd been noticing these drones for over a week. I've been seeing these drones on my cameras. Last night, I've watched the pattern of these fucking drones. The last 2 nights, I've noticed the pattern of these drones in relation to the four-wheelers. Not like the super special person. I'm probably not the only property that they're trespassing on. They're doing their own real-life video game. They're 50-year-old idiots, but they're tearing the fuck out of my property. That is not okay. And they're doing it as a game, and I'm not safe with these guys. I've tried to do a protective order, and that they just think it's a neighborly dispute. And I said, I'm alone. He's threatened the life of my dog. I already have a cat that's been eaten by a coyote. You know your property in and out, and you know what's right and what's not right. Officer Grumpy, I showed him just real quick evidence of tire tracks, like fresh tire tracks, doing donuts in my yard. He goes, oh, that's nothing. Again, and it's an officer, you want to be cordial and stuff, but he was like, oh, that's nothing. But it's like, it's not your fucking property. That's tearing my shit up. They're not allowed on my property. They're four-wheeling in areas. Well, they're not allowed on my, no matter what, they're not allowed on my property. They're going over fencing. What fencing I do have, they're going right over it. Trees that I want to grow, different types of oak trees that I want to grow to be hundreds of years old. Smashing all of it. And doing donuts. Oh, that's not bad. You got to get hard evidence. They don't have lights on. Again, these are 50-year-old idiots who have money. That have idiots, I have to watch what I say, probably, allegedly, they have no sense of consequences. So they feel untouchable. More than likely, the more times I've called the cops, the more amped up and fueled up he is to destroy my fucking yard. And now I am scared to death to call the cops because I feel something's going to happen to me. That guy was aggressive and abusive. I was trying to calm the situation. That was not my job. That was his job. I called for help because I'm scared and I'm by myself and I have idiots that are more likely drunk or on drugs that I know own weapons. I've tried to get a protective order and the protective order was denied. And so now they're on a frenzy out to be a loony. And the fact that when I mentioned drones, the fact that he pointed out a plane and being like, is that a drone? Is that a drone? No, it's a jet. And I looked at him like the fact that the police told me to call them when another incident happened, and I did, and then I got accused of abusing the 911 system. I was thoroughly scared of the officer, and I didn't know what he was going to do. And I was following his instructions, and he was totally not even acknowledging that he advised me of that the other day. And I made sure to keep turning it back and assuring the other officer, because he was not the officer the day before. Because they're making me out into a loony. I said, because they were like, well, we've been out here. I said, I just want to keep circling back. I'm like, I'm not trying to be a problem. But I did what he instructed me to do. He said that you're not on the call, that you're not going to catch them red-handed because there's drones. I said that on the call. But that guy showed up like lightning. Because I also said on the call that there was one officer in particular that was not the nicest. I think I said something, I hope that he wasn't be one to like show up or whatever. And what do you know? That guy was like there. So I think he made it a mission. Or I think, I can't just assume. But what do you know? On the footage, all the drone activity stopped. The drones were going on like crazy until the officers showed up. You could see it. I'm not crazy. I'm not stupid. I am unsafe. And the police make me feel very unsafe because now I have nowhere to go. There's only so much I could do. I don't know what to do. Because now I can't call. There's no consequences. I had my camera up that would have caught them, but they found my camera and they erased the photos. You could even see on the camera, because there's a time lapse thing, you could see when it changed positions. But that doesn't help me at all. There's nothing I could do. There's nothing I could say, there's nothing I could do. I'm just the crazy woman. So, you know what? Since they don't care, I want to make sure that I have footage out for everyone in case something happens to me, just because. I don't want the footage just to disappear, because that's fucked up.